Welcome to episode 45 of the Eavesdrop. 45, Matt? Of the Eavesdrop podcast. Today we have my teammates, the team summertime. So we're teammates.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I like that.
We've been teammates for a long time, but we're teammates.
We've been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome. Like, not you're welcome as a thank you. Like, you're welcome to the team.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Squad. How hype are you?
we're doing.
Seriously, it's like, is this the pinnacle or the? Are you peaking right now?
I can't gas you too much on your own podcast, but I mean, yeah. Ever since Hecz joined optic, I was like, damn, my boy's doing it.
Yeah, someone's going to have to drop the snipe now.
Fist me. All right. Well, welcome to another episode. We have Team Summertime in the building. We've never done a I've never done a podcast with both of you.
Nope.
No.
Hitch and I have done like 90.
I think this is my third or fourth Eavesdrop.
Is it?
Jeez.
Me,
Yeah.
and then the Flycast,
Yeah.
and then I can't. I think, and then this one. So yeah, only third.
3.
But
then you could still be a part of the 60-50 one if we ever do another one. 'Cause
Maybe.
you were at 60-50.
I slept there for 3 days.
That counts.
So
You're in.
I guess it makes the cut. I don't
You
know.
did because you went straight from there into 1235 Macau Pin.
Yeah, I was
Drive.
part of that. I was part of the move, but so I'll be in the podcast, but I can't exchange war stories from the actual meat of the house. But
Not yet. Yes, you will. I think we will. I think it's time. I mean,
Okay.
it's been a long time coming. We talked about how Pamaj almost got killed one time because he was so drunk that he was knocking on somebody else's door, and then the cops came.
a Scuff House podcast. I could do a Scuff House podcast.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
That
Oh,
would
I
be
could.
fun.
I'll weigh in on that one.
Yeah, Blake could do a Scuff House
Yeah.
podcast. Too.
Why
Like-
were you there for some of
Like
that?
has a
I was
story.
there for 3 days. I made peanut butter and jellies and party with Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Oh, Little Dirk, you were there for that. Oh my God,
That's funny.
That's a good story.
that's insane. So, if you guys don't know who the Team Summertime is, that's Jorge, not George. This
Jorge
is Blake.
Summertime.
Huh?
It's a Jorge summertime now.
Jorge
he rebranded.
I rebranded.
And I told
He had
him
an
not
underscore.
to.
You should have
Yeah.
known. That was
He had
so
an underscore.
dope.
That's what I
Oh.
Well, Hitch came up with Jorge, not George.
He did.
And
That's
then,
why Hecz is so attached.
Yeah, that's why Hitch loves it so much.
It's
and
true because
then-
it's the best. Because
It is dope.
But see,
so now every time somebody calls you George with a G,
Yeah.
I'm not correcting it because I already
There's a
did.
Colombian drug lord out there
Yeah.
who owns the handle.
Jorge
and
not
did
not
it
George.
first.
Yeah,
we tried to
We
buy
don't-
it from him, but he would not let us
He's
buy
mad
it.
about it.
No, well, he's got money.
Yeah, he's got money. Exactly.
Oh, I asked him for if he would sell it, and he said no.
No,
I was like, I remember. I didn't even.
Yeah, we don't.
I didn't bother him.
We don't talk about drug dealers and that's their like that.
No.
We don't talk about
That's
that.
his
That's their
handle.
thing.
Yeah, you should. If you go visit back to Honduras, you should never talk.
Oh no, I'm not.
You,
There's no visiting for me.
so let me ask you this. So you're Honduran. Not that it matters for this
Yeah.
podcast, but were you born here?
I was born here, Houston, Texas.
Oh, in Houston, Texas.
Yes,
So
and
how'd you
then-
end up in North Carolina waving like a helicopter?
I don't know. My mom just decided to move to the East Coast and live in North Carolina, I guess.
Are you guys near the water?
Near the water in North Carolina?
Yeah.
No.
Is
Kinda.
that?
I mean,
is
it's
that
like-
not
it's like-
a
it's like 2
coastal?
hours.
Yeah.
It's a few hours.
It's like 2 hours
My
from
mom.
Mountain.
My
2
mom
hours
lives
from
on the
coast.
beach,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it's like 3 hours from where they live.
Kinda.
Where do you live?
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Raleigh, both of you.
I live
Did you
in
guys go to
Greensboro.
the MLG Raleigh?
Nope.
I didn't. I
No.
wanted to badly.
I
back
started-
where Halo was.
What
Yeah.
year was that? You remember?
2012. 2012.
2012. Because I
2012.
remember the year that they took Raleigh off of the circuit was the year I started
Yeah.
shooting. Because I was like, because Columbus was that year in Ghosts.
There is this one hot dog place in Raleigh, North Carolina that is.
Snoopy's?
It's gotta be
Yeah, is it
Snoopy's.
the chili cheese dog? The chili dog?
Snoopy's is popping, but
Was it on Man vs. Food as the best hot
gotta-
dog?
it's
Like
gotta
there's
be
a
Snoopy's.
record.
Yeah,
So
I feel like it's
if
gotta
you
be.
if you go in there and you eat 22 chili dogs, you eat for free.
For free.
But you have to eat 22.
22.
Yeah.
Dude.
The most I've ever eaten.
This is why
With
people.
chili?
This is
No.
why people
Yeah.
Yeah, with
judge
chili.
America.
Yeah,
The,
no,
the
I
thing
mean,
is,
like,
the thing
why?
is like it's like to this day it's probably my favorite chili dog, and I eat at Portillo's.
Yeah.
The chili dog is the first time that I ever had it with mustard only, and my God, as I salivate and swallow it, it is.
felt that one.
Yeah, I felt it. I got.
saved a little bit.
I had just eaten when we went there because I found out that it was super close.
Yep.
So we took an Uber. Yeah, Uber 6. I'm so dumb, man. I knew that Uber was going to go somewhere and I just didn't invest.
Damn.
All you had to do was invest $5,000 and you would have made $238 million.
You're in the
Who was
same-
it? Who
you're in
was
the
it that
same boat.
invested into Uber? That's like a rapper, right?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Gary Vaynerchuk passed.
That's what I was saying. Gary passed on it too.
Yeah,
Like three
like
times.
400 million is how much he would have made.
There's like a rapper. It's
Wait,
like
so it's not
B.O.B.
5,000,
or something.
because
It's like
50,
some
so-
random rapper that invested.
Oh, there's the amount of rappers who have good investment firms around is insane. T.I., well, not T.I. What's his name? Fuck. Anyway, there's I want to know his name. He was just on CNN the other day.
Yeah.
But he invested in like Uber, what else? Like a whole bunch of stuff that just became super
Right.
famous. I was like, man.
Dang.
And I remember the
crazy.
first day that I ever drove in an Uber. X-Joss and I were standing outside waiting to take a cab at the time to what's that guy's name that did Call of the Community? Alki David. Do you guys remember the legend of Alki David?
No.
Do you
Maybe
remember the
Hitch
legend of
knows,
Alki
but-
David? Alki David had
Rings a bell.
Alki David had a streaming website, and when he found out about gaming and how popular Twitch was, well, Justin TV was becoming, he decided to throw tournaments there. So Keemstar got involved. This dude named Eric did the Call of the Community stuff, and anyway,
Dude, is that the same guy that invested in a battle rap? He tried to do like a battle rap thing?
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
league.
I
Yes,
do remember
I
that.
think so.
Wow. I had
Yeah.
to dig deep.
Yeah,
'Cause I knew it
So this
rang a
dude,
bell.
Yeah.
this
Gaming
dude,
battle rap, though,
this
yeah.
dude was about
Yeah.
to film somebody being euthanized. Yeah,
That dude?
Yeah, that guy.
The
You
battle
remember
rap
that?
gamer guy?
No, he wasn't a battle guy. He was just an
He's
investor.
like an investor.
Alki David. Alki David.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
I remember.
And
I remember that.
That's
now.
why, like, that's when people were like, "Whoa, you took it too far." Right? Everything up until that point was Alki David is a Greek billionaire heir, a member of the Leventis family, whose holdings include manufacturing, bottling plants, property, and shipping. In 2008, he was a majority shareholder of Leventis David Group, which owns Coca-Cola. Oh, the bottling plants.
Jeez.
Anyway, so this dude, Alki David Gaming. Let me see, gaming. Anyway, so this dude was like a legit person, and he held the contest. One of the reasons that Nate Chat blew up as much as he did was because at the time he was obviously a popular streamer.
Yep.
He had just we did the optic thing, and then he started to catch that fire.
Yep.
And Keemstar invited him into it. He wasn't big enough to be a part of that tournament because he didn't have the following that
Wow.
the X-Joss, the White Boy 7 Streets did.
Yep.
But they still invited, and Nate Chat ended up winning that tournament and won $5,000 that free for all tournament. It was on Black Ops 1.
Wow, that must have been huge.
Yeah. And it became a thing. So like you can see here, it's film on TV. I'm sorry, filmon.com. Battle Camp Bowl 10,000. Anyway, that's
the battle rap thing I was telling you about.
So
That's
this
crazy.
dude
What
was
the-
this dude was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the amount of like you have Twitch, obviously YouTube Live wasn't a thing back then until Fwiz came in and literally invented
Yeah.
YouTube Live, and then you now have Mixer, Caffeine, et cetera, et cetera. So if he would have kept that, I think he would have been double billionaire, which is twice as sexy.
So you were taking an Uber to his place?
Yes, thank you for bringing it back.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was looking for the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, the first time that I went an Uber was when X-Joss, he's like, hold on, let me Uber. And I'm like, what the fuck's an Uber? He's like, wow. He's like, you call in and a black car comes. And I was like, I've always been in love with the lifestyle of like, the rich and famous and shit. So I'm like, okay, dope. So the black car pulls up and I'm like, oh my God, I've never been in like a black car. This is like what lawyers do.
Yeah.
So we hopped in, they take us and I'm like, what's that app? I got to see what's that. So I came back to Chicago. There was no Uber. Had I thought about it long and hard enough, I would have been able to saltiness. I was one of the first ever Uber riders. Well, Sam was. I was just a byproduct of that. Anyway, Blake,
What's going on?
you're Blake Sissel, part of the also Team Summertime. How did this whole thing come about?
Me and George met each other through playing soccer.
Yeah.
And then we started playing COD 4 together, Xbox 360 after class. And then met Hitch through high school ball. And then we all started playing.
Who went to high school
NWT.
together?
Me and Hitch.
Okay, and how did you meet this dude? Soccer.
Through
which
club
house?
soccer, yep.
Oh, club soccer.
Challenge.
Yeah.
When we were kids. The Jets.
How old?
sir.
How old were you guys?
13? 14? Because
13.
I met George 2 years before I met Hitch. So we were already homies, and then I met Hitch through high school. That we all played soccer, but not ever on the same team. That'd be too much.
That's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's like
You're nasty, George? Is he?
he's nasty.
I might not look at it right now.
You're in good company. I always tell Nation, I'm like, even in my condition right fucking now, I beat you in a game of basketball one-on-one, easy. Soccer, pick any sport really, except for golf.
We're gonna be 75 arguing which one of us was the fastest.
The fastest.
Well, those two are. I'm the fastest. They'll be arguing about who took second.
Hitch is super fast.
Yeah, but
Are you?
I don't
really
think
fast?
you understand.
That is the one thing I was never good at, being
Running.
fast. No, running. I used to be like, bro, there's an athlete hidden in underneath all of this. But like, I was never like the fastest dude. So I made up with it in everything else. Fucking like, I mean it.
Yeah.
Like even in soccer, I just could never play because it was too much.
George has got the nastiest vertical leap in the game.
3 foot leap.
Get the fuck.
He's a freak.
I want to see that
he's a
miracle
freak. There's
for
a
you to
Facebook video.
levitate.
I gotta hit the gym again. But
Let's take
we'll
a
be
little
back
bit.
up there.
The levitation, man.
Yeah.
He's crazy. But that's how we all met. We all started playing COD together, and then just kind of
Call of Duty 4?
Yep.
When Call of Duty 4 was around?
Well, we played Call of Duty 4. Hitch kind of pretty much came into the scene for MW2.
Yeah,
which is why we love
I
that
played
game.
combat arms during MW.
We would sit at
COD
like
4.
sophomore year high school, and I would tell him stories of my Call of Duty 4 public match games the night before, and he's sitting there just mopping
What
it up.
did you
play?
Because
Yeah.
he plays combat arms on like the PC.
because it was free.
And that
I
had
played
like
on the trackpad.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I was still nasty. It's just because all you have to do is click on the player. You know what I mean? And then
Just move one thing to a player
Yeah.
instead of two things meeting together.
right. It's like
you go.
PC players. They have it
Have it
so
so
easy.
easy.
Right.
I could definitely be on main stage.
Like
With the
imagine
trackpad.
imagine
With the trackpad,
believing like, and I mean this, imagine believing that PC is harder to use when you're allowed to use all of your fingers,
Yeah,
right? On your left hand. Where in console you literally this is it.
that's it.
How do you expect to not have better
We're
movement?
limited.
How do you expect to not have better movement? I'm serious.
No.
This is
I played Minecraft, so that's
the
my
extent of
PC
it?
knowledge.
I will say this. When I started playing Battalion and I dedicated I think I have like 120 hours on Battalion.
Oh, that game was fun.
It was good.
I couldn't believe how easy it was once I got the hang of it. I'm like I literally lost all respect.
well, it does make sense. I do get it. It is harder to play console games.
Yep.
It is easier to play PC games, but it's a lot harder because it's easier to play PC games. The skill gap is insane.
Yeah, insanity.
The
like
ceiling is very high.
the top players in
I'm
CS
gonna throw
are
this completely in a loop. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you back in time.
Okay.
COD 4, we're all in high school. I'm watching montages. COD 4, I've always loved sniping since the very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm watching YouTube, so I'm watching Tech9 Stevie.
Yep.
I'm watching Button Basher Stevie, and I'm like, this guy's the best sniper in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got Iron Breath 17 because the snipe doesn't move.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know PC COD 4 existed.
Yeah.
So we're watching the frag movies, and I was like, this guy's the best snipe to ever do it. So I become obsessed with watching the Stevie montages.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Stevie
I want to get
Verheeren.
that good. And so, yeah, and then you remember he was on Optic for like, what, 3 days?
3
No,
hours.
like a month. No, he was there. He was there for a month. At the time, everything was already on. He was still on Fnatic. Fnatic gave him the permission to join the team and some stuff. And at the time, nobody, like PC teams were like, "Ooh, Optic, it's a sniping team." Just
Yeah.
like,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. It's motherfucker. Where are you at?
Console war.
Yeah, right. But yeah, he was on the team for a long time. Actually, it was like longer than a month for sure. But we only uploaded that one video because he had a job at the time. He was like a mechanic or some shit.
Right.
And then something happened with his family that he just didn't have any time to put into it. Not that he put any time into it to begin with, but yeah, we had everyone, like anybody that was anybody. We came through my fucking door. You
No,
know?
I remember watching that video, the Sniper's Nest video where you interviewed him. I remember watching it.
Did I
and
interview him?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I sent the-
There's no way.
We talked about it.
I sent the video to Blake
Yeah.
in high school.
Dang.
I've watched 9 lives an embarrassing amount of times.
Oh, yeah. No, Blake has the intro of
that
9
intro
Lives.
memorized.
But to finish that story, Blake was trying to mimic.
Is that Sniper's Nest intro?
Yeah.
Blake was trying to mimic what Stevie was doing, but he didn't realize he was cheating. And
Who?
using-
Yeah.
And using
Well,
a
'cause, yeah, I
keyboard.
didn't know
Keyboard
Stevie was
and mouse.
PC. I was like, this guy's a freak.
Yeah.
And
But
so
then you aim in, it doesn't
Yeah.
move, and you're like,
well,
oh,
and-
okay, I get it.
Yeah. So then I was like,
Just
well, I
click
have
on
to be
them.
as good as him.
Yeah,
And
but
so
he's using a mouse.
I've gotten decent.
Yeah.
You know,
No, you're nasty.
but
The
have
thing
to play
I don't know
PC.
what it is, but even during Modern Warfare 2, even during Black Ops 2, I just don't like sniping. Like, the only sniper I've ever liked was Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 4, and then after that, I was just like, I don't even want to touch any other sniper. I just don't want to touch it. I don't like the way it looks, and it feels. The reason that I fell in love with Battalion the way that I did is because it's the exact same zoom in time and the exact same movement as Call of Duty 2. So for me, the sniping part of video games has always been just like an annoying thing to me because I want to snipe, but I don't like the way. I don't know. It's disgusting.
I loved Black Ops 4 sniping.
Yeah.
It was smooth.
I
I
didn't
fell
play
in love
Black
with the Paladin. I really did.
Did you?
I
didn't even
like
play
the
it.
DSR. Of course, pre-patch DSR was better, but I still used it over the Ballista. The only games I've really disliked sniping is Black Ops 1 and World War 2.
Yeah, Blake hated World War II.
He
That,
hated
Just
it.
him?
That's
Never-
a podcast for
I mean,
another
I
time.
didn't.
Yeah,
Just
I
him?
didn't mind it. But
I didn't like hate it. I think it was really boring, and I think they changed. They just had that had to have been the weirdest year for Call of Duty because they had no idea what they wanted to do
It was
with
the
the
weirdest
game.
year for us.
Yeah,
I think
it
we
was.
played like 8 times.
Yeah, we didn't play hardly at all because that was when. Did you got married that year?
Yeah, Blake was
no,
gone
you got
for the
married the year
most
before
part.
that.
I got married in 2016.
Yeah, so you got married in Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah.
During that year.
Yeah.
So I could just take a break between rounds and get married.
Yeah.
And then go back and play.
not even during rounds. The rounds last 9 years. But yeah. So that year you were focused a lot on building Foxtail.
Yep.
And
What's Foxtail?
Name of my photography business with my wife.
You shoot photographies.
you shoot photographies.
I do.
I got that from
That line.
yeah. What line?
The
Shoot
photography. line.
photographies.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were about to talk about where you got photography from, and I was like,
No, I invented photography way back when. No, the photographies is I don't know. I don't know where I was going. I'm looking for it. I don't think I
Maybe
don't
it's not
remember.
Sniper's Nest. I know you interviewed him.
If I would have ever interviewed him, it would have been on Sniper's Nest with Optic Hecz. But I remember I don't see it. I don't even see.
What about the
Sniper's-
intro? What about the intro video?
The intro video is different. Yeah, I mean I can find that one easy.
I thought that was the one where you interviewed him.
No, it was just that was a montage. That was like a quick little introduction video because we
You
started.
definitely. I remember.
I
Sending
thought I remember you talking about him. I don't remember a specific interview like a back and forth.
Holy
You
shit!
just found it, though.
Yeah, Sniper's Nest interview with Fanatic Stevie.
There you go.
Holy
That's
cow.
crazy.
Hitch knows.
63,000 views 8 years ago. This where did you get the
said
where
that.
did you get the videos we're gonna take down? On the
I got a text. I don't want to say who
No,
it's
of course, yeah.
from, but I got a text that was, "Hey, just so you know, you might want to back up the channel because of what happened with Overwatch, the Overwatch League, and what we knew was going to happen with
What happened with the Overwatch League?
where like we couldn't have Optic and
Yeah.
Outlaws content." So
Well, there was this one dude that backed it all up.
yeah, I know, legend. I saw it. It was like
Paradox is his name.
on the NRG Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Energy.
You know the NRG
That's
Reddit.
on Reddit. Yeah.
NRG Reddit went from not existing to 8,000 followers in a day.
Yeah, so shout out to Ethan Price. That's
Let's
the name
go,
of the
baby.
dude. I asked
Let's
him.
go, Ethan.
He backed it up, and look, I obviously don't pay attention enough to that, but I went to the thing and then I saw that. I'm like, why would they delete it? So apparently they're not.
Yeah,
But-
apparently they're not, but they also could, and they're an email away from being like, get rid of all of your content that's not Call of Duty, and then at that point, all of our Halo stuff, all of our CS stuff, all of it is gone.
All of Vision.
All of the visions.
Anyway, so
gone.
I asked him, I'm like, how many total gigs was the like I followed him on Twitter because I thought it was super cool that he was
Yeah.
proactive like that. So 330 gigabytes in total. Because I was gonna be like, all right, well, good. Think
That's
we
lower
have,
than I thought.
Yeah,
think
that's
we
like-
have
I thought it was a lot
Seagate.
more.
So that's so much lower than I thought.
Yeah.
338.
So I told him, I'm like, yo, Maddie's gonna be in contact with you about a week ago, and he's like, hey man, just I haven't heard anything from Matt. And then and then I was like, God damn it, Matt. When I haven't even told Matt didn't even know about this, and that happens a lot. That's super dope though, because 330 gigabytes. Think about that. I'm like 330 gigabytes. Like, is there such a thing as that much content? Then you think about people like Vicstar who have. Think about how many videos. Like it is just
Imagine
like
T Martin's second channel.
T Martin's second channel.
Dude, he averaged like 3 uploads a day for 4 years.
I saw him tweet recently.
3
that was like,
uploads?
just
3
hit
uploads
whatever.
a day.
I
Like
remember, like, shaking my
every
head.
single day.
So just to give you guys an idea, he's got 10,000 videos, 10,094 videos uploaded on his second channel. We're talking about T Martin now.
Yep.
10,094 videos. Optic Gaming, 1,274 videos.
No.
So how many gigs is that? It's 10 times
Yeah,
the
10
amount.
times.
That's insane. That is the most insane thing to me. That happened. You see this? Yeah, you saw it. Okay, don't talk about it. That is insane because of my 330 gigabytes. I'm like, how? Because at first I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna send you this thing to. Wait, we can. 330 gigs is 3 terabytes. No, correct me. 1,000 gigs is a
That's what I'm
terabyte.
saying,
and
dude. 330 gigs is not
It's
that
not
much.
that much.
All right.
That's one drive in the mail.
So Matt's saying that this podcast is going to be like 100 gigs. Okay, so send what are you waiting for? Send him a thing. Oh, you're waiting for me to tell you to do it. Oh, my bad, Matt. I gotta stop getting mad at you for shit that I haven't told you to do and you don't do it. All right, cool. Let's get back on topic. So you guys have always played video games together throughout the entirety of your lives, right?
We played a variety of things too. Like COD's always what we played, but we played Halo Reach.
Yep.
We play Smash. We'll play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
We've been gamers. I didn't realize I was a gamer until I was like,
Yeah, Blake, like, for some reason denied
20.
he was a gamer up until like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not a gamer, I just play COD. And meanwhile, he's
I'm like
and
20 hours into
literally
Skyrim for the night.
Literally junior year of high school, he had 3-starred every single Angry Birds level on the until it used up all of his iPod. What is it?
Touch.
iPod Touch?
Yeah.
Space.
Top 5 in the world in Jelly Car.
That's what I'm saying.
What
like,
does that even mean?
he's always said he's not a gamer, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you're the biggest gamer I know.
That's crazy. All right, so when Call of Duty, I heard you or him say something about that you guys would be in class going over maps and figuring out strategies.
Yeah. No, I can literally put myself back in time. We were in English class, and I would draw out the map just because we played it so much.
Yeah.
Like an overhead view of the map, and then we draw.
Did you do it on that graph paper on the square?
Probably not, but that
That would have been more.
that would
useful.
I would have had to been a gamer.
And
to
it's
do
not
that.
like this is Modern Warfare 2, so it's like I could draw Scrapyard, I could draw High Rise
with your eyes closed.
Yeah, I could draw those maps, but Blake drew Karachi, and Karachi's like
I don't know how you draw that one.
7 different fucking buildings everywhere with like
It's
little.
like not cool to brag, but I draw that down to the dumpster. Like,
Yeah, no,
I know
he
where
would
that
do it,
dumpster
and I'm sitting there like.
Oh, there's a dumpster right there.
At one point, I'm like, damn, this dude's a gamer. Like,
No, I would literally like colored pencil the strats.
Yeah.
And, like George is red, I'm blue, Hitch is green, and I'd like write out, and we'd have names for them.
yeah.
We'd have, remember Fireman on High Rise. We had Ketchup.
I remember Catch Up.
Holy cow, we
Terminal.
did have names.
Yeah, we
for
had
them.
names for every strat.
Wow.
Windex is the best strat
I know.
ever.
Windex is the best strat, dude.
So we'd name
That's in
all of our
Terminal.
MW2 strats. MW2 is definitely like our home game. That'll be the game I'm talking about in my retirement home.
Yeah, for sure. That and Minecraft.
Minecraft. So how long? But how long
He's
did
a
it take?
weirdo.
See, the thing about that is that think about this, right? In 2009, I was playing Minecraft before that was like more
Which
than
is insane.
Yeah.
And then we played a lot of it, and then obviously shit blew up when Tom did Hunting Optic, and then that transcended us and fucking amazing, right? But I've been playing Minecraft like on my own for every single year. Every single year I start a map, a Lonely Island map. That's my favorite game mode to play because it's the toughest one, right? Like you can't get off the island though. You cannot get off the island. You have to beat it from there, and until you get the what do you throw? The Ender Eyes?
Ender Pro?
Yeah, the Ender Eyes.
Yeah.
The Ender Eye directs you to the Ender Portal. Until you're able to do that, you can't get off the thing, or you can build a bridge on that, but you cannot get off the. You can't build a boat and get off the island. It's not allowed. Okay. So when I don't know what came about, was it PewDiePie that revived it? Who was it?
Lately,
This
lately,
last go around.
I think it's like a mixture of like 4 different things. It's definitely the Sidemen guys, or is it the Sidemen? Yeah, they haven't stopped. It's like their home game. Like the Sidemen guys in Preston Plays, right? Like those guys.
Well, Simon doesn't. No, it was just Vicstar that.
Just
played.
Vicstar, okay. And then the Filza guy died in his 5-year hardcore world. And then he had built all this crazy stuff. His montage got like 15 million views. And then at the same time, like a little bit later, PewDiePie started his series. And when PewDiePie started his series, it was just
Yeah.
and then from there, that's when So and then as that was going on, the Call of Duty stuff, the reason it resonates so much with us is because the Call of Duty off season happened and the mechs were like ruining Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so everybody from Fortnite and from COD, we just all kind of started playing Minecraft randomly, and that's how our server started. And then
no, because our server started and you guys wouldn't play it. And I've been telling you guys, yo, you guys need a Lonely Island. You guys need to do a TST Lonely Island. For like
I just didn't want to get. I thought you guys were like literally like PvP. Like I thought it was like.
Yeah.
I thought it was like.
We thought we were gonna show up and get bopped,
Yeah.
which we did.
We did,
but
But jokingly.
Yeah, it was like a
good
joke.
fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't
and
like
so once I realized, like once I saw you guys like beating the dragon and stuff, I was like, oh, so you guys are like, it's like a fun like cool thing. I thought it was gonna be like another like hunting optic type thing, and so I was like, well, I don't want to just walk in there and get destroyed. So then we started playing a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. And I was like, okay, we have to do this.
we
with
joined
other
that server
people.
like 2 days afterwards.
Yeah.
We spent 2 days like 10 hours each, just like
you
getting everything
can't
down.
hop on Minecraft and say I'm only gonna play for 2. You can't even say how long you're gonna play for.
No.
Because there's so much to do. You can
So
spend
much.
hours on one task, which is like the best. It is literally for me the most magical game I've ever played. Still to this day, right now as I'm talking, I'm getting chills of the sound of the Enderman when you look at him and he gets angry. It has been a hair raising experience every single time I've seen him since I remember exactly the first time I saw him.
Yep.
I remember to
same.
this
Oh,
day.
that noise.
Yep.
I remember
so
the first time
I'd seen
Blake saw
one
it.
Enderman, and then we went to the end city.
Yep.
So that was my
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
progress through
yeah.
Enderman.
Jeez.
Same.
Nah. And then the other thing for me was like I remember walking through and exploring Minecraft and then seeing a well that the villagers had and I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
And I was freaking out. And it's on video. And I'm like what the I'm like what is this? I'm like why who built this? Right? Like who did this?
Yeah.
And then like I see them and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know that existed. So I'm like, holy shit. And then in the same village, there's a hole that goes into a cave and there's the rail system. And I'm like, oh my God, there's like rail system. That's crazy. And then I'm walking and I see, whatever. And then I see a tall figure. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, hey man. And I'm talking. And then he's like, he opens his mouth and I'm like,
no.
and then the sound comes and my headset's so loud. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
I'm getting chills, bro.
Jeez.
It is the most magical game in the world.
Yeah, no,
and then
it's
when I
good.
found out that there was an end to it, that you can beat the game, I was just like mind blown. You can go to hell. You guys have never played the Aether either.
I don't think so. no.
Either.
Yeah.
What's
No.
that?
The exact opposite
Off the nether.
of the nether.
Oh, it's like
You go to heaven.
Heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard about
What?
it. I've heard
It's
about
Well,
beautiful.
now Hitch is gonna be addicted now. So.
Yeah, because
Too late. That's way too
Yeah, that's too
I
late.
have
But
3
you know how
electrolytes.
scary it is to be in the nether, like everything is dark and
Dude,
bro,
yeah.
imagine being in a beautiful place up in the clouds.
dude, that's it.
Dude, I can't even imagine playing. I can't even imagine playing like not on hardcore because ever since like I saw that guy's
Phil.
I saw his like montage, and then I saw Dr. Lupo start a hardcore server, and then I saw after everybody stopped playing our stuff, like Maven and Jack did a hardcore server. I was like, dude, that sounds fun, and I did it, and dude, every time you like almost die, like there was one time I was off stream just kind of like messing around in the nether, like mining and stuff. After we get done streaming, they play Fortnite,
Yeah.
and I just play Minecraft.
Do you guys still play Fortnite to this day on console?
Whenever we get off of our streams, if it's like 4 a.m., then we'll just go to bed.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we'll get off around like 1 or 2 and just kind of talk about like what we want to do for the next stream, talk about what we can improve on and stuff while we play in
While
the
we
background.
play.
So me and George play.
It's like a little meeting
duos.
after.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was what was happening, and I had just switched my crouch from shift to control, and so my sprint was shift. So I went and I was my hands are getting a little sweaty because all you can see is just lava.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build a bridge across, and so I was like, I put my hands off my mouse, and I was just like, all right. And then I went to go do it, and I started sprinting, and I think I almost just sprinted off the edge. I was super close, and then I whipped back, paused the game, put my mouse down, and I was just like, oh my, because like if I died, it's over. Everything I had built up to that point is over. So at that, and because of how scary that was, I don't think I'd be able to play it. I feel like it'd be cheating.
Which
play
is
like
why I only
Survivor.
play hardcore and Lonely Island at that because it is the toughest.
Yeah.
It
I've
is
never played
the
on the
toughest
wheel,
because you'll die of starvation before anything else because you can't kill the cows to eat them. And then at that point, you have to make the decision: do I kill the cow and not beat the game ever, or where's the next time I'm going to get
the cow?
You need the cow to make leather to make that, right?
Jeez.
So you have to make the sacrifice of saying. I mean, it's easier now because you can swim and kill fish, but back then you couldn't. You had to literally fight. Okay, you had to fight to get string to make. What the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about this. It's the same as it was at the beginning of the year with Fortnite. All we talked about ever was Fortnite. At the
You know
beginning
me,
of
I would have killed a cow so fast.
Yeah, you were spawned in.
We're good.
That's what Ninja did.
We got one.
I'm like
raw
Tyler.
beef.
Tyler, do not kill the cows because you're gonna need to breed them. He's like, okay. And next thing I'm like, Tyler, where are the
I hate to tell you
cows?
this, but
He's like, I told you I was dying. I'm like, Jesus. Oh, I got to spawn 2 new ones. Pardon the interruption. We have to give a quick shout out to the sponsors, of course. And we have ExpressVPN coming back and back again, back and back again. Okay? Because the question is always out there. Which of my online searches does the government have the right to know about? Do they have the right to know about what sort of food we're buying for Henry? What sort of stuff I'm buying on eBay and StockX to put as display here at the headquarters? The answer to all that is none of the above. They have no right to look at your stuff, these snoopers, these lazy spy, wannabe, nosy people. You know, with ExpressVPN, you block that. Without the protection of ExpressVPN, hackers, governments, and ad companies, including ISPs, have all the access that they need to your data. I don't want them using my web history or video searches against me. That's private stuff. Don't look. That's my business. That's why I use ExpressVPN every single time we go online here at the headquarters. ExpressVPN encrypts and reroutes your web traffic to any number of countries, keeping you safer and secure. Simply download the ExpressVPN app, click connect, and boom, you are protected. With ExpressVPN, you can call anyone the way that you do with Skype and all those other technologies. You can make it seem like you're browsing or calling from a different country. You can watch any Netflix library in the world you want. How cool is that? Super cool if you ask me. ExpressVPN is the fastest VPN that I've tried. It costs less than $7 per month, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how confident ExpressVPN is that they are the absolute best. They're willing to give you your money back in the 30-day money-back guarantee offer. It's time to stop governments and internet companies from keeping tabs on your data. Take back your online privacy the way that I did with ExpressVPN. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at expressvpn.com/hacks. That's ExpressVPN, spelled EXPRESSVPN.com/H3CZ for 3 months free with a 1-year guarantee package. I'm kidding. I just added the guarantee there, but it's a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/hacks to learn more. One last time, say it one for the back of the rafters. That's expressvpn.com/hacks with a 3H3CZ for 3 months free with 1-year package. Thank you so much. We'll move on to the next sponsor of the Eavesdrop this week is none other than DoorDash. I swear to God, if the government can see what I'm ordering here, they're going to be like, yo, send some help. This dude is hungry all the time. Whether you had a long day at work or a tough day at school, or you're still stuck at the office the way that I am right now, haven't eaten anything all day, and it's 4:55 p.m. in the afternoon as I'm reading this, treat yourself to the meal that you deserve and have your favorite restaurants come to you with DoorDash. Your sweatpants are on for the day, but you're sick of microwave leftovers and frozen pizza. Who eats that nowadays? Enter DoorDash. All right, restaurant quality food with living room dress code. That's they're saying that DoorDash is indeed a restaurant because you step in your sweatpants and you can get whatever you want. Your parents don't pack your lunches anymore, but you still need to eat. Have your favorite restaurants brought to you with DoorDash, brown paper bag or not included. DoorDash connects you to your favorite restaurants in your city. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash application, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be delivered for you. Not only is your favorite pizza joint already on DoorDash, but there are now over 340,000 restaurants in 3,300 cities. So you might find a new favorite one too. Roll it. Roll the roulette. See what strikes today. Is it Indian? Is it Mexican? Is it Chinese? I don't know. Is it KFC? give it a whirl. See what you like. Right now, our listeners can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more. If you order anything from DoorDash that's under $15, you're not eating right, and I feel bad for you. Let yourself loose. Order what you want. It's going to be more than $15. Add the tip your delivery guy. Don't be mean. $5 off the first order of $15 or more. Download the DoorDash application and enter promo code Eavesdrop. That's EAVESDROP. That's $5 off your first order when you download the DoorDash application and enter the promo code Eavesdrop. Okay, one last time, and the third time's the charm. Get $5 off your first order of $15 or more. We already discussed that. You better order more than $15. Or more when you download the DoorDash application and enter promo code Eavesdrop. Thank you so much to both of those sponsors. We certainly appreciate the support. And now we're going back to the regularly scheduled Eavesdrop program, back with the TST boys, who are now a part of the new family called NRG. Okay.
So, NRG.
Yeah. Energy. Energy. Obviously, we went through this. We went through last year. We're not going to talk about it.
Yep.
So because of that, I couldn't sit on the sidelines and watch other people, go into Call of Duty, and that's my game. You know what I'm saying? It's more my game than it is anybody's that works at Activision currently's game. I've spent more time playing that game than any of them have.
Yep.
So
It's your game more than any other team owner's game too. I will say that, because all the other team owners, they might have started in COD, but they didn't dedicate their entire time to COD this whole time.
Yeah.
They've gone to other things and done other things, which is awesome. But
yeah, that was my fucking
if it makes any sense, like, you should.
Yeah.
Everyone, whenever you left, whenever you left Optic and you weren't, gonna be in the or with the logo on you anymore, like, everyone from the community, even people who have despised Optic or were rivals or whatever, like, the COD is bigger than all of that, and they're just like, man, it's gonna be weird seeing Hecz. Like, I saw that tweet from everyone.
Yeah,
it's gonna be weird seeing Hecz not an OG, and so that's how I knew, like, it's important that you're a part of it. So
yeah,
I'm glad you decided not to.
And I remember talking to Hitch
fail.
like through all this, but you guys obviously were right there because you guys were in his ear. But I remember talking to Hitch, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. And then then when I made the decision to do that, because I was having conversations with Hastro too, and that almost happened. Yeah. And that would have been dope because Hastro and I get along famously. But at the end of the day, I had to make sure that I did everything right again. and that's where we ended up. But it was a decision that I was just like, man, and I knew that I knew that there was no way that I will ever be used to not being in Optic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, Sam, I'm still getting an Optic tattoo. Like, it's still gonna happen.
Yeah,
because it's such a big part.
Because it's such a moment in time, though. It's a moment in time in which everything changed, and then it was like a cemented platform that everybody benefited from. Not just the people in Optic, everybody benefited from it because of what we brought to the table.
Yeah.
So for me to sit out and say, I can't. And I spoke to a lot of teams. And when I decided on Energy, Andy Miller and I were like, we had 10 4-hour conversations leading up to this thing. And we aligned on a lot of things. And he's like, I can help you get this, and I can help you be a part of this. It's your decision to make, though. And when I did, I'm like, okay, cool. We came to an agreement, and I'm like, all right, good. And I had such a relief, because I don't think I could ever imagine a world. I couldn't imagine a world in which I see a Call of Duty league, after everything that I've done in the last 10 years, and then see Seth on a different team, seeing Crimsix on a different team, Karma on a different team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me would have bothered me that they weren't my teammates. Obviously, shit happened between the players that sort of led to where we're at this very moment. Yeah. But I wanted to keep everybody together. That was like my thing from the beginning. We gotta move into the next phase of whatever it is that we're gonna do together. It's the only way that I'll have it. If Seth would have said, I'm retiring in next year, or I'm retired in that, he's not. He's always told me, he's like, I got 4 to 5 left in me. Yeah. He says 2 to 3, but I know it's 4 to 5. If he would have said like I'm not ready to do that, then I would have been like, okay, cool, let's move on, let's do something else. Let's still own Call of Duty because we're all gonna play it. That's our game. We're still gonna own the viewership in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't let it go. I could not let go of the opportunity to continue to carry Call of Duty forward. I needed to be a part of it. There was no way that I wouldn't be a part of it.
I was super glad you did it this way too, because for a moment there, I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Because I thought you were gonna do it all over again, like from scratch.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Come on, man!" And you were. I told you every day. I was like, "Why? Why?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Let's go to LA, man. Let's go. Let's just go." And but then you told me you were doing it this way, and all the the benefits and the team that's already there set up, and how much they understand like what the space is, and then they give you they give you a lot of freedom, and I was like, all right, that's pretty dope, and the logo's sick.
Yeah.
It sounds lame, but what you were talking about with like keeping everybody together from a sideline perspective, that's how I felt like until we joined NRG, because like I was in the Skype call with you when you had your first meeting on Skype with him.
Yep.
And so it's like we were Optic fans forever, like growing up. And so it's like the only people talk about like, oh, you're a gamer, you're a streamer, whatever. It's like the only connects I have is this circle.
Yeah.
So it's like once TST started becoming more of a thing and we started taking things actually a little bit more seriously, I was like, well, this is the group I want to be with.
Yeah.
But like in our search for an organization, it was just like, I don't know if we're going to end up on something where I have to make entirely new connections with a new scene and everything like that. So of course I'm thrilled where it ended up, because I get to hang out with the same people. That's the only scene I've known.
Yeah, and that's the beauty about esports, right? Like if you position it in a way that you that your life doesn't change, but you're part of something bigger, that's the easiest thing to do. Yep. Whenever you do things with your friends, I mean, think about the beauty of that. Like you started out as just college or high school buddies that now get to work together in a space where work is fun.
Yep.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
The
That's
behind the
nuts.
scenes stuff is tough, but we can confront it so openly because it's just like,
no
matter what happens.
We've gotten kind of cocky about it too. It's like what we do is kind of like, it's different than what anyone else has done. I think the only other thing that we can compare it to is like is what Nick Merckx did with ImFam for a little bit, because everyone else that has a group, like if you look at the Mob and look at Sidemen and stuff, like they're all individuals that are a collective. We are always a collective, like all the time. And so that's difficult. That's difficult to do. I mean, people always say don't go into business with your best friends.
Yeah.
And so it hit a point where we were like, we got to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
And so that was like, it wasn't like hard, but just because we've known each other for a decade, that's the only reason we were able to just be like, this. I'm not comfortable with this. I am comfortable with this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then it's awesome. Like I'm super happy. There's never been a time or there has been times where we were like, well, this was fun, but I don't think this is gonna last very long. But
You'll see at these war drums.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Our
Sea of
Thieves.
we always talk about, I don't know what it is. We always talk about our Sea of Thieves streams is like good. The last year has been fun.
Wait, why?
Well, it was like, I mean, it's not that statistics are everything, but from like a viewership perspective, that's kind of before we hit the whole wave of like, we're a team that plays game battles matches and we go for stylish stuff. That's before we figured out that was
What
like
we were.
the core of what we provided from a gameplay sense. And so we were playing Sea of Thieves and it was fun. And like the people that we've always had in the stream, like the family of the people that watch us, enjoyed it, I think. But it was just like, I don't know how this is going to get bigger because we're not popping in Sea of Thieves. This is not going to be where the catalyst
To be
comes
fair,
from.
I think if we dedicated our entire time to a game, and I think we would like what we're doing with GBs right now. I think if we did that in any other game, it would eventually come around.
Yeah.
But as far as that initial like drop off, where it's just like, oh, they're not playing COD, I'm going to watch Formal.
Yeah.
It's like that hurts. And at that point, it was like Apex was out, Fortnite was out, COD was like and Blackout was like
We tried everything.
We tried a
everything.
lot. And well, when Apex came out a little bit later, I think, but it was just like we tried a bunch of different things, and then when we came back around to GBs, we had one crazy night where I hit like a crazy no scope and Blake hit a triple on the same night. We tweeted them both out, And then we talk about it all the time. But this guy said, "You guys are like the Globetrotters of COD." He tweeted that back, and after that,
Also, they changed everything.
after that, it's just like, okay, that's us. That's what we do.
Because like you grow up playing GBs, and you're like, oh, I wanna be a Call of Duty pro. Like I want to take this serious. And then I think once we got to there, it's like it was just confirmation of what we already knew. It was like, no, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't want to be pros.
Yeah.
We just want to play at a higher level than just pubs.
Right.
But like we just want to hang out and try and entertain some people.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time that I played, and I can go as far back as probably like Call of Duty 2. Like I've only ever played game battle smashes. It's not because I'm at that level. It's just that I like it when I like the feeling that I have when I lose, right? Like the fucking
you love
anger.
competing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
And know that they feel it on the other
Yeah,
side. when
it's
they lose.
so bad that I remember playing like TDM matches, game battle TDM matches in Call of Duty 4,
Yep.
and like waiting until the very last second to pull the trigger on a guy's head.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd be in Crash all the way in the marsh, and then if you look on left alley all the way to the back of it, there was a guy just hiding there, and all you can see is helmet. And I have my scope out. I'm like, guys, I have it. Don't do anything. Don't move. Don't make any movements. Blah blah. Wait, and then you just wait, and you're just like literally just aiming down, and then you see the thing, and I'm like. You pull it, and then you know that they're gonna have to rush because they're gonna have to catch up. But I waited like an entire 5 minutes one time to get there in a game of TDM, mind you, right? And then from there it's like S&D, and then I completely fell in love with S&D.
Do you know what would be a good eavesdrop? Selfishly, I don't know how well it would be, but I'd listen to the shit out of it. An Old Men of Envious podcast, like you. Hastros, Skylar, and like maybe Tosh or something, like all of those, and talk about the early like Envious House days.
Yeah.
Dude, I talked to Skylar, and he said they were literally playing game battles tournaments to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Like that's what they would do.
Insane.
Yeah.
He was like, and it was everything. He was like, we played 2v2 shipment, search and destroy, and he said we were the only ones with headsets back then. So I'd lay down with an MP5, crank my headsets, and wait for somebody to run by, and then that's the kill I'd get.
You remember going to their
Utilities.
website?
And then the lights are on for another month.
Yeah, you remember going to their website, all their accomplishments were there. There were all the GB things they won. It was
Gold,
a
everything.
list.
Yep.
It was insane.
Envy brand that shit. That'd be a good. I
yeah,
don't know
no,
why your
I wouldn't know.
GB TDM reminded me of that, but this is
Oh,
pretty
we
much
started
the
with
same
hardcore
thing.
S&D.
Yeah,
Old
I'm deaf
school.
to this day because of my Turtle Beach X1s and Vosnik in Call of Duty 2.
Jeez.
I was 45-1 in the NX Gamers 1v1 ladder. And it wasn't because I was hiding, because I had confidence. It was because they were fucking hiding. So I was crouching the whole way around.
Jeez.
But when the fucking grenade went off, it literally fucked my hearing forever.
Yeah.
I literally, like, how many times am I like, to Matt, I'm like, fucking speak louder. And I get mad because I'm like, you know I'm deaf. You've been with me for like a year. Judith.
Yeah, you went to war.
Bro, like not pretty much, bro. Judith, I've been with her and I love her to death. Whatever, bro. I've been with her for like fucking 27 years. It was like 17 years. And when she talks softly, I know that she's doing it on purpose. And then she gets mad at me when I get mad at her like not talking loud enough. I'm like, you know I'm deaf, or you know I'm hard of hearing. Like why? Like Flame Sword, same thing. I'm like, you fucking know that I'm hard of hearing. Fucking speak louder, Matt. Same fucking thing. People do it on purpose to get me in that mode, man. It's sick. So being able to get to the place to where you guys are now, you know, making a living, because you quit your job with your pop.
I used to work with my dad.
And then you quit your job?
Yeah.
What did you
used
do?
to forklift.
Forklift in
a
a
warehouse.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
What kind of warehouse?
It was a fulfillment center.
For
It was called PBM Graphics. It was like paper.
You guys had Pokemon cards.
Yeah, we had Pokemon cards, just paper.
Yeah. Did you guys have trains in the back of your building?
Trains? No.
The reason I ask is because
Actually, yeah, they could have.
Paper.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, paper all the way that you transport paper is through freights, and I used to pay in freights, and we would just look at paper companies around the area.
No, there were.
And we
there
knew
were.
that they always had trains, so that's why.
Yeah, they did.
There you go.
Anyway, so paper, and then did you make any friends there?
Yeah, I met friends.
Yeah,
You know
is
how
it
we like to do
weird?
it.
Well, the reason I'm asking that, is because of what you told. You don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I just learned more about George in the past 30 seconds than I knew. I knew he drove a forklift. I didn't know they had Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
All right,
Or
so
paper.
just to catch you guys up, if you guys know, right before we started, you don't mind if I say that you don't talk about your girlfriends with them, right?
Well, don't do it on purpose. I mean,
George is the most private person that I've
I'm
ever
pretty
met.
But with
private,
friends, though?
I mean, if they ask me, I'll tell them. For the most part. What do you mean?
If we ask,
Bro, you know how many times you slept over at my house when we were kids? So we'd be like playing MDG, and I was like, "So George, you got a girlfriend?" He was like, "Not really." And I was like, "Okay."
And that'll be it.
No follow ups. Like, no, man, but there's this girl I want to fucking holler at, and blah, blah, blah.
there
None of that.
Nah.
Well, see that the reason I asked that is because that's weird to me, right?
Yeah.
Because I have.
I share way too much.
Well, yeah,
They
that
know everything about everything.
Yeah.
So we know everything.
Yeah.
Each other.
The thing is
Absolutely.
like I'm like that.
Yeah.
I have
And I'm
people
not
that
like
I've been friends with for like 25 years that know absolutely everything about everything. I know everything about them.
Yeah.
And it's like 25 people. I'm
Yeah.
I'm number 25 out of a cohort of 20 people.
Yeah.
And friendships like that don't last. Like friendships like yours, where you're friends from high school to post high school, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's not. Matt, do you have friends that you've been friends with for more than 10 years that you talk to on a regular basis? You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I posted a picture of me and all the 15 people that I go camping with every single year, that I play ball with, that we were in every single team, that we painted together, like. People in the comment section is like, man, it's like that's so dope that you have something like that because I've never had something like that, or like I hope me and my boys are friends like that forever. Like that doesn't happen. So now that you guys get to, what did you do before this? Well, when you were
Job
your
wise,
dad,
my dad owns
You were
it's
like
a
accounting or
company
something.
called Tree Gator, but I worked in basically all the accounting and invoicing stuff for him.
Okay, and you had fun doing that.
I mean, fun's relative. I like working with my dad.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, that's
I've
cool.
done that since I was a kid.
Blake didn't have any coworkers,
But
really.
I'm someone who I want to take work home mentally, and so I didn't with that. And so like I would just sit there while I'm processing orders and just constantly. I texted you guys probably 20 times a day.
Yeah.
More than
At,
that.
at
yeah.
like noon.
He's like,
just
instead of
thinking
rushing
about
B,
streaming.
instead of rushing B like this, what if we rush B like this? What
That's
if we,
when,
Yep.
that's when he became one of Jack's biggest moderators.
That's
Dude,
true. I would
you would
listen to
do-
Jack's stream and
Listen
yeah.
to
while I
Jack
worked.
stream and do his work.
Jack
then-
and Doc. That's all I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I mean, I think what you were saying with the friendship stuff, I think that's a big reason why we took the step to try to make TST full time is because we'd play whenever we were all free. Whenever I wasn't doing Vision, whenever they weren't working, we would play, and it was like every once in a while, more and more people would be like, "Dude, what you guys do is awesome. Like you guys, it's cool that you don't." There's the way you guys interact with each other. Like I don't really have friends like that.
Yeah.
And when a lot of people would start saying that, and then we started realizing how rare it was, and so we'd play more. And as we played more, then they became a bigger part of the stream.
Yeah.
And so did TST. And so I was like, let's just do this.
It's not rare. It's literally almost impossible. And obviously, it's weird coming from me because I've been playing with Diesel and Hutch since 2010.
Yeah.
Well, with Diesel since 2006, but it's rare. Right, it's almost impossible. I try to make that happen with my brother here.
Yeah.
Like I told him, like come in, let's do fucking morning dubs, morning Call of Duty game battle matches dubs, and we'll call it the Optic Brothers. Like nobody can say Optic Brothers.
Yeah.
No one is in Optic is brothers. Was there? No, right? No one has.
Yep.
So I was thinking, and I'm like, oh, let's do that. And he would come in, and then obviously we were building this, and it was fucking, there was carpet, there was this, that, and the other. So he started helping Matt move shit around and be like, bro, the transformation of this place is fucking insane. Just as I'm reliving it, but that didn't happen. And then when you guys were doing that, remember I told you, I'm like, yo, well, you guys should like fucking do that full time.
Yeah,
And then he's like, who's gonna pay for it? I'm like, I don't know. Hit up a sponsor. Like, hit up Elgato. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And then he's like, how? And I'm like, this is what you need to do step by step. Even the deck, like the presentation deck.
Oh, it's the best deck I've ever made.
Yeah.
It's got to be framed.
I have to frame that.
Yeah,
You do have to frame it 100%. Anyway, so it's really cool. Now that you guys have like worked your ass off for a year, and you did work your ass off for a year, to the point to where any single time that you guys weren't online, I was making fun of you and you for taking vacation time. Like, vacation? Like, like what? You are this is video game. And then anyway, so now that you guys have had like a hard year of working. So much so that people were interested in you guys and picking you guys up because of the work that you guys have been putting in.
Yeah.
Especially going into a game that has so much riding on it right now and so many eyeballs just looking at the difficulty that it's gonna be to make it work. There was like how did it feel like to finally be not only successful in something that you're doing, but also wanted by a whole bunch of teams to say, "Yo, come do the same thing that you're doing for us, and we'll help
Feels
amplify."
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I think all of us just growing up in soccer, I think we're all very team oriented. I love being a part of a team.
Yep.
And so me and George, Hitch has been on Optic, and that's been like family. So it's like for us to be all three of us to join a team and to
part of
have a
something
group
bigger.
of people that desire to have us on there making content for them. Pumped.
Yeah.
And with the new game coming out, it feels like a boiling pot in a way. We talk about like TST chapters. So it was like the first part was like COD, and then kind of taper away from COD, come back to COD, introduce a tri-cam setup where you can see all three of us.
That's so dope.
That's what changed the game right
without
there.
a doubt, the chapter I'm the most excited for is the one that's about to come out.
Yeah.
Joining an org, new game dropping. We know what we want to do.
Yeah, there's a vibe that like we all connect with that I always wanted from the Optic guys, and it's not like their fault that it never like came to fruition. But I think I'm just like I have like a very fan base, like a fanboyish, I guess, mentality.
Perspective.
Yeah, where it's just like
Same.
whenever we would talk about the CS team, and I try to get the guys to be like, "Yo, let's go to a CS match. Let's film. Let's film all the Optic." Members in the front row of a major, and then it'll be like kind of what FaZe kind of did for a little bit there.
Yeah,
it's like I think we'll.
Well, we did it. I mean, I flew in the.
I mean, you were always there.
I flew in the Counter-Strike team to watch them play Call of Duty the one time.
Right. That was dope.
But to do the other way around, where Seth, come on, where Seth's just like
exactly right.
Yeah.
It's like I think with this, I mean, we're down for whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're like
I want to hurt when we lose. And
like
I'm
these
gonna
two,
talk trash when we win.
these two. As soon as I was like, yo, let's go with NRG, and they were like, yeah, let's go wherever Hecz goes. As soon as I told them that you were joining NRG, they started looking up the Clash Royale team and the
everything. I
and
looked at
the
everything.
Rocket League team and the
We're
CS
in.
team.
Yeah.
Like they're. I mean, I'm down.
We're gonna
I'm
be
down.
the biggest fanboys right there.
Yeah, I'll sit front row
Yeah.
of the Rocket League.
Put that packet down.
Yeah.
Clash boys.
For, for the people that don't know, that's Clash Royale.
Yeah.
That's a phone game.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're down to ride or die for this. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it was difficult coming into the thing, and I'll always say it, and I'll say it forever. Like I'll never get used to not being an Optic. What I'm gonna have to get used to is being something else that it wasn't that. And I'm excited about it, and I'm super hyped that this team has already had some successes. Obviously, like pre me getting there, because it makes it easier for me to understand that they do have a culture already, and that it's us integrating. Because the first thing you said was like we shouldn't do that because that's what they did to us, and we can't just go in there and start saying this is how it has to go, this is how it has to go. Which was super cool because me, I'm just like, all right, this is how it needs to go. I know how to do it. But you were like, well, we should see how it fits within like the broader thing because we can't do what they
and
did
luckily, like NRG is, from what I've seen, kind of on the outside, is like they've been super open to just like, come on, Greenwall, like just come in here. The COD thing, whatever announcement is coming soon, like that's gonna be like your shit, and then we're also gonna be like a collective as well, and like the NRG fans that are a part of the company and fans of the organization, they'll also have a Call of Duty home now. So I think it works out. I think it's been it hasn't been like a toxic thing. It hasn't been an overwhelming thing. Like all the Greenwall came in and they were like, all right, NRG, give us teams, to root for, give us players. And I think that's got to be like a godsend for the company, for people that are part of NRG. Like imagine being on the Clash Royale team or the Rocket League team, and just like you went from having like a group of fan base to like 8,000 people in a day, one day coming over, and just like, oh wow, okay, so this could be cool.
It's crazy fucking special. I remember going to the Reddit, the NRG Reddit, and seeing somebody's like, yo guys, we need to chill out with this whole NRG green or Enter Green wall. Like it's energy is hashtag NRG fam, and that's that. They're like, we can't come in here and try to impose our will because there's a lot of us to do that. And I saw that and I'm like, man, that's what Hitch was just talking about. And this was a member of the Green Wall saying to the other people who are very abrasive and very fucking strong, and they're like literally like us multiplied by a whole bunch of people. Like we're set in our fucking ways, and that's that. Right? And they're like, we should take a step back and not just call ourselves this. We're gonna become a part of something the way that the rest of the guys are, and that's what cool. I'm super psyched about it personally. I am. I've been ready for another chapter. I I think that we did what we could while we could, and now that we're here, like we get to implement, bringing you guys on. Like this is like what I mean about like family stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you go and then you bring your entire family with. This isn't like, all right, dude, it was good fucking seeing you, and it'd be really easy for be like, all right, man, good luck with everything that you got going. I gotta go do this. Like when making the decision that I was making, I'm gonna be like, all right, I didn't talk to Andy and say this is how I want. I'm like if I come, there better be enough rooms for people to come with me because I can't just fucking leave my friends behind. Like it goes beyond gaming and shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, absolutely, and it's so far so good. We're we added two more people to it. And I'm psyched. I'm psyched to see what you guys are going to do. You've blown up so much in the last year that it's only going to get better with a brand new game. And it actually looks good. And I was just telling him, like, I wonder if it's going to be good because I had fun playing it.
Yeah.
I had fun playing it. And I cannot wait for Search and Destroy.
Yep.
Or what is it? Hackjack?
Cyber attack.
Cyber attack?
Cyber
What is it?
attack.
Flapjacks? Like, I'm psyched about it. But I've been psyched about Call of Duties before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And
I've had my heart broken.
I mean, I think
a couple times.
I had so much fun so Old Men of Optic started in or Old Men of Umu, as it's not known, started in Ghosts, and then from Ghosts we took a break, and then we came back for Black Ops 3. That shit was dope. That was fun. Just playing S&D, that was like my fucking shit. And then from there we just played Modern Warfare Remastered the whole year. And then Black Ops 4 comes out, and we just didn't do anything of it because I didn't even touch the multiplayer game since the beta.
Yeah.
I had a few team changes that year too. So
Yeah. So it's been good. I'm happy. I want to have this same conversation a year from now to see how things have changed.
Yep.
We have to mark the day, Maddie. What's today? The 11:57. Anyway, do you guys have anything to say? Any plugs that you guys want to do? Shout out Elgato. Thanks,
yeah,
Elgato.
definitely thanks Elgato.
Yes,
Without
sir.
them, none of this would have happened. Yeah, I mean, we got some crazy plans. That we got as of recording this, we're about to go to the Black Ops 2 tournament, which happened a week ago. If you're watching this,
Yep.
So hopefully that wasn't a tragedy.
Hopefully we crushed it.
Hopefully we did well.
Dude to watch was like, we had a successful, and then we're like, hey, sorry, it didn't work out.
Sorry, it didn't work out.
We tried.
We all got hit offline on lane. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah. But I'm excited. I mean, we're always thinking ways to push the limits. So I'm excited for this next year. I really am.
Can we expect a TST podcast at any point?
The Summercast for sure. Summercast is going to come back. I'm trying to. I mean, we're trying to do some crazy stuff.
All right,
But I want to bring it back when it makes sense. So
We've done a lot of fun stuff online, but I'm excited for the RL content that we're gonna provide.
Finally, dude.
Don't put us on a trivia. Anything.
Yeah.
It's over.
Those always pop
You're
in
gonna
our
have to hire
streams, so
people.
I can't imagine the RL stuff.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good because we're literally gonna have like 90 people doing one trivia. So every trivia that we do is gonna be like fucking like 20 minutes long, and you don't get to edit them, so you're happy about that.
Yeah, you just get to be a part of it.
Right? I don't know. I think we have big ambitions, and we are excellent executors of said ambitions. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Good.
Yep.
All right, boys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one for episode number 46. I don't know who that guest is going to be, but I can guarantee you it'll either be good or bad or right in between. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.